Alright everybody, here we start again with another free workplace assessment. This one has been requested by Chloe from Hong Kong, and she has sent me the picture that you see here. So she's sitting on an office chair with a headrest, with armrest, and with a lumbar cushion that she has added, which is apparently held by an elastic, which you see here. She works on a tiltable table with a keyboard and a mouse that are both wireless, and her screen is actually the laptop, which she has raised with a box. So let's view all this. Okay, we cannot see where Chloe has her feet. It seems that the thighs are more or less horizontal, so we can suppose that the sitting height is all right, but to be checked. You remember that you need the heels to be firmly on the floor, and the push that you get from your heels on the floor is what can push you at the back of the chair, where here Chloe has put the lumbar cushion. The lumbar cushion that she has put is a good idea, no problem, but I mean somehow she has an office chair, so you could wonder why you need a lumbar cushion on an office chair. Normally an office chair does have a lumbar support. There can be cases though in which the lumbar cushion is better. One reason can be that the lumbar cushion or the lumbar support of the chair is not comfortable. That can happen, for example, on some chairs that are made of a mesh through which you can feel the plastic frame of the backrest. Another reason for using a lumbar cushion is that the seat is too deep, hence you cannot reach the back of the chair. In that case, using a lumbar cushion will shorten the seat depth, and it's a great idea. The other reason can be, it's a bit related to reason one, the lack of comfort, is that, for example, the lumbar support of the chair cannot be adjusted in height, and so you feel that you're not well supported. In this case, you put a cushion. But if you have a good office chair which is adapted to you, bear in mind that you don't need a lumbar cushion. What are the potential drawbacks of using a lumbar cushion? Well, it's mainly that you cannot use the backrest to basically tilt back and relax a bit. In this configuration, Chloe has to sit in this position or stand up. When you don't use a lumbar cushion, you have more possibilities for postural variation. So these are the pros and the cons. Now let's move there. Probably what we see here again is that Chloe is sitting slightly back. Yeah. I do think that you could take the habit of being maybe 2-3 degrees more forward, but this is a very it's fine-tuning your posture. I will link at the end of this video a relevant video on how to tune your sitting posture. What's more tricky is now this tiltable table. I'm wondering what is the reason of this choice. There's a bit of a problem here. It's not a drama, but we see that the elbows are slightly lower than the keyboard, which makes you work, I exaggerate, but a bit like this. And that can lead to raising your shoulders a bit. That's number one. But mainly, we see that there's a lot of direct pressure from the desk on your carpal tunnel. Okay? The other risk is extension of your wrist. So the tiltable working plane does not seem absolutely necessary for something like this, and I believe that it can have really an impact in this area of your wrist, especially around the carpal tunnel here. So honestly, I'm not a big fan of that. In the picture, it doesn't sound like a big drama apart from the pressure that we see here right under the carpal tunnel, but I would recommend to keep it just horizontal. You usually tilt the table like this when, say for example, you're an architect or you need to do a lot of drawings, and in this case having a tiltable table will help you reducing the neck flexion when you look at the paper, but here we see that there's no paper on the table. You see, it's a table for computer work. The same principle is the idea behind the document holders that you could put here in front of the keyboard, so between the screen and the keyboard, so as to say display in a better way the invoice that you're processing, for example. Okay, let's move to the next step, which is the screen. Here, you see, if you look at eye level, I think that the screen is slightly too high. I would tend to lower it by probably 2 inches or something. So the box is maybe a bit too high. You should aim at line of sight 10 degrees below. Here I have the impression that the top of the screen is more at the line of sight, so I would make it slightly lower. The other thing that I find a bit striking, you see, it's a laptop screen, and that laptop screen looks here like quite far away from you, Chloe. I would try and have it a bit closer to me. In other words, what I would do is change a bit the way you hold the laptop. Try to hold the laptop not at the back of the table here, but maybe a bit more forward. Aim at a distance around 60 centimeters or something, 20 inch. I think here is more like 85, 90 centimeters. Yeah, so try and bring the laptop a bit closer to you and a bit down, and try and resolve this this table angle. I'm not too sure it brings you a lot of good benefits, but for the rest, I mean, congrats, this is another good workstation, and I'm very happy to see you guys having all different ideas, but all taking good care of your posture and ergonomics. Congratulations. Same for you. If you're interested in me having a look at your workstation, well, the deal is clear. You send me your picture and I make my comments available to the world. You can do like Chloe, blur your face, I don't mind. But this is a win-win-win deal. I get content, you get workplace assessments, and the channel viewers get to learn from your experience. Thanks a lot, Chloe, for your participation in the life of this channel, and I'm looking forward to receiving the next picture.